Good morning, Facebook world. Welcome to today's episode of Annihilating Anxiety. So, this is episode 40. First of all, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hope that you have had a great start to the year and hope that everything is going well for you. So, possibly, you might have set a New Year's resolution. Possibly, you may have set a goal. Possibly, you may have set a new schedule, a new plan, some new habits, whatever it might be for making 2020 a great year for you. Now, that's a great thing, and I just want to share a concept that ultimately will really boost the probability that those habits are going to continue. It's the 3rd of January here on the Gold Coast, and what I just want to encourage you to do is acknowledge yourself for the wins that you've already had 3 days in. Now, maybe you set a goal to go to the gym, and maybe you've even been once. Have you acknowledged yourself for that? Have you celebrated? Have you told your friends? Have you adjusted what you're eating and had a salad instead of something else? Have you acknowledged yourself for that? Have you actually celebrated? Have you made a big deal of it? Have you started to communicate differently to someone? Have you made a big deal of that? Have you acknowledged yourself? Have you actually given yourself some props for taking the action? Because at the end of the day, you could have all the gold on the planet, you could want to meet Richard Branson, go to space, all of that, but if your unconscious, subconscious mind doesn't actually get acknowledged for that and self-rewarded for that, and other people don't praise you for that, then I'm going to postulate that the majority of your energy and motivation isn't going to last very long in 2020. And in order to really reduce levels of anxiety in your life, you really have to get into the habit of actually going, hey, I just did that. That was pretty cool. I'm acknowledging myself for taking a brand new action and taking the first step. Because every time you acknowledge yourself, guess what? You're gonna feel like doing it again. Now, eating a salad, it's probably not the most exciting thing to do sometimes if the salad is not that exciting. But when you get yourself hardwired into acknowledging yourself for taking brand new action, guess what? You're going to be more prone to doing it next time. Habits, they're hard things to create and recreate, but when you get into the practice of actually acknowledging yourself and going, yes, wow, I just did that, morning, Michael, then you are hardwiring your brain into actually doing it again and again and again. And we all feel so good when we get social acknowledgement, but we need to get used to actually self-acknowledging as well, because change is hard. Rewiring the brain is hard. Getting out of our routine, it's hard. So we need to give ourselves the best possible opportunity and probability of success if we're going to take on these New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals or any kind of new action that we're looking to take. All right. So if you come onto the live just in the middle, make sure you go back to the beginning of the live, check out the context of this whole conversation. But ultimately, a lot of the time that we have anxiety is because we don't feel self-fulfilled. We don't feel like we've got control. We don't feel like we've got autonomy. We don't feel like we are decent. We don't feel like we've got self-worth. And anxiety really comes out of a belief that my decision, my actions, my opinions, my life, it doesn't matter. And I have zero control around what happens. So in order to start to rewire that and reflip that, you've got to start to get into the habit of actually acknowledging yourself, acknowledging your efforts, and by doing so, you're going to start to get on top of situations. All right, you don't have $1 million, we'll start saving $1 a day. It's a simple thing, but the simple things change the big things. All right, so I hope you got some value from this live. Definitely go back to the beginning, check it out. As always, I'll be posting this live on my YouTube channel, so you can check out all the previous episodes of Annihilating Anxiety. This is episode 40, and yeah, I'm pretty much doing them every day. So I'll see you on the next one, and thanks for watching. Hope you are having a phenomenal 2020 so far. All right, bye for now.